Hello, thank you for everybody for joining me. We're going to have a bit of a harder session today than we did last week, but not too hard. I just want to say hello to everybody and thanks for supporting me, and I hope this is helping everybody. And I just want to say a special hello to my granddaughter Andrea, who's watching this and following it from France, and my little nephew Oliver, who's watching it from Warwickshire. So I think it's just giving everybody something to do and hopefully keeping us all fit and calm and flexible. So what you're going to need is a belt or some sort of scarf, a long scarf. So hopefully you've got one. If not, go and get one. Pam's running backwards and forwards. So I'll just give you a couple of minutes to go and get one. Right. Okay. So I hope everybody's coping with all this weird time and managing to keep strong and happy and fit and well. Okay, so we'll just see how this goes. So get settled in on your mat. Hopefully you're wearing something nice and comfortable. And gently close your eyes. Feel your seat grinding into the mat. Your head towards the ceiling, back nice and straight and strong. Just sitting comfortably, hands on your knees. And just get present. And we'll start in our normal fashion with the 3 ohms. Shame I can't hear you all, but we'll all have a go. Inhaling. Okay, laying back down on your mats. Bring your line down. I'm going to stay sitting for this, but you lie down. Bring your heels to the edge of the mat. And your arms by your sides, palms facing upwards. Maybe just adjust your chin, bringing it down, making sure you're in line. Your neck's in line. And just melt into the mat. Just feel present here now for this next hour. This is your time. Time to connect your breath and your body and your mind. Just lengthen your breath slightly. Deeper breaths. Bring your hands to your tummy, fingers on your navel. And a big inhale. Right down into that tummy. Feel the tummy rising. Exhaling through nostrils. Let that tummy fall back down. Inhale back into the tummy. And exhale, let it fall back down. Bringing your hands up onto your ribs. Inhale tummy. Ribs, tummy and ribs rising. Exhale, ribs. Tummy. Inhale, tummy. Ribs. Exhale, ribs. Tummy. Now bring your fingers up to your collarbone. Inhale, tummy. Ribs. And right up into your shoulders, into your chest. Feeling that torso with air. Exhale. Chest, ribs, tummy. Inhale, tummy. Ribs. Chest. Exhale, chest. Ribs. Tummy. Bring your hands back down to the mat. And just do another couple of those sequences on your own time. Okay, bringing your breath back to normal breathing. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Maybe move your head from side to side a few times. Bring your feet together on the mat. Point your toes, your hands right above your head, and have a big stretch. Rolling onto your right hand side, cushioning your head with your hand. Putting your left hand out in front of you as you slowly come back up to sitting. Okay, sitting on the mat, bottom grinding down into the mat, head nice and tall, tummy in, shoulders relaxed, and feel that breath. Head up high, and just bring the right ear down to the right shoulder. Inhale up to the center, and exhale, bringing the left ear down to the left shoulder. Really feeling that stretch down your right hand side, your neck right into your shoulders. Inhale up to center, exhale down to the other side. Inhale up to center, exhale down the other side. And back to center. Just check your position. Make sure your tummy's in, your back's nice and straight, your shoulders are relaxed. Inhale and gently let that chin drop onto your chest. Feeling that spine lengthening. Inhale at the bottom and exhale as you lift your head right back up, just looking up to the ceiling, not too far back. Shoulders relaxed, tummy in. Inhale, exhale, folding that head forward, chin onto your chest. Inhale at the bottom, exhale back up again. And back to center. Bringing your arms up above you, interlinking your fingers, pushing your hands up to the ceiling. But keeping those shoulders relaxed, keeping that tummy in, keeping that bottom grinding down into the mat, the head going up to the ceiling. Inhale and exhale as you bend over to the right. Really keeping both sitting bones on the mat, feeling that stretch all down your left hand side, maybe looking up to your hands, holding it here. Inhale, exhale, over to the other side. Really feeling that stretch, keeping those sitting bones both on the mat, tummy in. Inhale, exhale, over to the other side. Looking up to your hands or straight ahead. Inhale, exhale, over to the other side. Really feeling that stretch. And back to center. And bringing your right hand behind you and your left hand onto your right knee. And twisting. Bringing your chest up to the ceiling and your head either looking straight ahead or looking behind you. Really feeling that lovely twist down your spine. Keeping that tummy in, holding it here. And exhale, hands back up. Inhale, right hand behind you. And exhale as you twist the other way, chest up to the ceiling, head can be looking that way or behind you, keeping both your sitting bones on the floor, just feeling that breath. 5 breaths, don't push too hard, just enjoy the twist. Feel that breath going deep down into your belly. And back up. And then bring your hands out to the sides, checking your position, checking your sitting bones are grinding down. Heads up, tummies in, hands flexed, and just push them back a bit and just feel that stretch in your arms, holding it here. Your arms are aching a little bit now, and back up and back down. Just a little shake of your shoulders, give your arms a little bit of a rest. Both arms back up, and then this right arm is coming down to the side. You can leave it here or you can come down onto your elbow, but trying to keep both your sitting bones on the mat. It's better to keep the sitting bones on the mat and keep your arm up and go down and have one lifted. Really pushing that left sitting bone down into the mat and bringing your left arm above your head and having a big stretch as if you're trying to touch the opposite wall. Really feeling that stretch. Looking up towards your hand. And just center on your breath. Deep breaths. And back up. And the other hand down. Either just down like this or down like this. Trying to keep both sitting bones on the mat. Big stretch above your head, stretching, really pushing, feeling that stretch all down your right hand side. And breathe. Stretching and breathing. and back up and back down. Shoulders a little shake. Just take a couple of breaths here. And we're going to come in to tabletop. So making sure your hands are below your shoulders and your knees are hip width apart under your hips. And when you look through your knees, you can't see your feet, that they're hiding behind your legs. Nice straight back, gaze down towards the mat. Exhale, head up, bottom up. Inhale, bringing that belly button right up to your backbone, really breathing in, bringing your tummy right in. And exhale, head up, bottom up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And staying here. Maybe coming a bit further to the front of your mat and bringing your right foot back and pushing into the ball of that foot. Tummy in. Just feeling those hamstrings warming up. Little bounces maybe. And back. And the other leg out. Pushing into that hamstring. And back to tabletop. Looking up to see my notes here. Okay. So, left leg out. Make sure your right leg's still straight, your foot's still straight, and your hands directly beneath your shoulder. Left leg out, right arm out. Gazing towards the middle finger. Tummy in. Just holding it here, just concentrating on that breath. And hand down, leg down. Take breath here. Keeping that tummy nice and engaged. Right leg out, left arm out. Holding it here. And down. And just take a couple of breaths here. Up onto your toes. And just lift your knees off the mat a few inches. Holding that with your tummy. And just holding it there. And gently up into downward facing dog. Holding it here for 5 breaths. Bottom up towards the ceiling. Heels down towards the mat. Doesn't matter if you've got a little bend in your knees. gently walking your feet in between your hands. We're going to do a half lift and a forward bend, bringing your tummy down onto your thighs, just gently swaying from side to side. Inhale and exhale as you slowly come up. Coming up into Tadasana. So here we are. Make sure your feet are either together or, if you prefer, a little bit apart for extra balance. Feet, all four corners of the feet grinding down into the mat. Lift those knees, engage those leg muscles and those glutes. Tummy in, engaging that pelvic floor. Relaxing the shoulders, making sure the chin's nice and parallel. Just standing here and just concentrating on the breath. And then bring your hands together in front of you, away from your body. Arms nice and level. And then bring them down and follow with your eyes. And exhale as you push them all the way back up, really pushing into those hands, really pushing, engaging all those arm muscles. Bring that tummy in, right up to the top. Relax. Inhale, hands together, engage those muscles, and exhale as you slowly bring them down with your gaze following, your head coming down as your hands come down, chin onto chest, and release. Inhale, pushing those hands together, tummy in. Exhale as you push back up again. Everything's engaged here. Glutes, tummy, arm muscles. Bring them right up to the top. Hold it for a moment and relax. Inhale, hands together. And exhale as you bring them back down again. One more time, inhale, exhale, pushing those arms together, using all those muscles. And relax at the top. Bring your arms back down to your sides, standing in Tadasana, nice and strong, legs strong, tummy strong. Arms up, interlinking the fingers, pushing up to the ceiling. Inhale, exhale as you bend over to the right. Maybe looking up to your hands or straight ahead. Inhale, exhale, over to the left. Really feeling that stretch down your right hand side. Keeping those feet nice and strong on the mat, tummy in, relaxing the shoulders. Inhale, exhale as you come over to the other side. Keeping strong. Inhale, exhale, over to the other side. And back to center and back to Tadasana. Right foot in front of you, left foot so 45 degrees. Bending that front knee, but making sure you can see the toes. If you can't, just squidge your foot forward a little bit, making sure your heels are in line, your legs are nice and strong, feet are firmly planted on the mat, equally balanced, not too far forward, not too far back, just really nicely balanced in the middle. Get those hips, swing them round to the front and into warrior one, checking, look for your toes and holding it here for 5 breaths. Relaxing the shoulders, Michelle. Holding it here. And coming down, bringing the hips back round and coming down into warrior two. Holding it here. 5 breaths. Tummy in. Shoulders relaxed. Make sure that back arm's up. And release. Bring your feet to the front of the mat. And the other foot out. Bending that knee. Making sure the heels are in line. Again, checking on the toes, tummy in. Getting the hips towards the front of the mat. And coming into warrior one. You can just do warrior one like this. You can look forward, look up to your hands, or do a little back bend here. Relaxing the shoulders. Keeping those legs strong, feet firmly planted down. And back into warrior two. Lowering down if you can, checking those toes, keeping those shoulders relaxed, keeping that tummy in. Make sure your back arm's up. Holding it here for 5 breaths. Really strong arms, as if someone's trying to pull you apart. Really feeling that strength in that warrior pose. Connecting to the breath. And relax. Bringing the feet forward. Coming back into Tadasana. And so we're going to do a half lift, a forward bend, and back up. And half lift. Hands on the mat, knees down. Bring your knees to the edge of the mat, feet together. Coming down into child's pose. Cushioning your head with your hands or keeping your hands straight out in front of you. But this is a relaxing child pose. Just to get your breath back for a few minutes. Just take a few breaths there. Okay, back into tabletop position, tucking in your toes and up into downward facing dog. You can maybe just do a little bending of your knees, get that hip moving, heel each on the floor. And then back into downward facing dog. And then slowly walking the feet forward and coming up into Tadasana. I'm going to do 2 rounds of Sun Salutation A here. So making sure you're strong, making sure your feet are firmly on the mat, all 4 corners pressing down, legs are engaged, tummy's engaged, shoulders relaxed. Inhale, hands up, exhale, forward bend, half lift, forward bend, hands on the mat, step 1 foot back, 2 feet back, and then you can go knees, chest, chin, up into cobra, or you can come from plank, straight down, keeping those elbows tucked in and pushing through into cobra. And back up to downward facing dog, staying here for 5 breaths. Now you can either walk your feet forward or step your feet forward into that forward bend, half lift, forward bend, coming all the way up, back to Tadasana. Arms up, half lift, forward bend, 1 foot back, 2 feet back, into plank. Keeping that tummy strong. Now you can come knees, chest, chin, or you can keep those elbows tucked in and lower yourself down, rolling over your toes into cobra. And then back up into downward facing dog. Staying here for 5 breaths. And then you can either walk or step your feet forward, coming into a half lift, forward bend, coming all the way up and back into Tadasana. Going to do that one more time. Hands up, half lift, nice straight back, forward bend, 1 foot back, 2 feet back, knees, chest, chin, or just coming straight through into cobra and back into downward facing dog. Five breaths. Bottom up to the ceiling, pushing that back in a bit. And then stepping or walking your hands forward, half lift, forward bend, inhaling all the way up, back to standing. Checking your posture here, having a little moment. Check your body. Head head to toe if anything's hurting. Relaxing your shoulders, making sure that tummy's in. And bending those knees and coming into chair pose. 'Forward bend, half lift, hands on the mat, stepping back into plank. Can come knees, chest, chin, or go straight through chaturanga. Into cobra. Tucking the toes in, up into downward facing dog. Five breaths. And then you can bring your right foot forward. You might have to help it a bit. And left foot 45 degrees, coming up. Into warrior one. Checking those toes. Keeping that tummy in, keeping those shoulders down. Holding it here for 5 breaths. And folding back down, just bringing that foot back into plank, back into knees, chest, chin, up into cobra, tucking those toes in, back up into downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Bringing your left foot forward, if you've got to help it, help it. And then your right foot out 45 degrees and coming up. Bring those hips forward into warrior one. Checking those toes, checking your heels are in line, shoulders are relaxed, tummy's in. 5 breaths. Just connecting your breath to your body, feeling strong. Inhale, hands down, back into plank, knees, chest, chin, or tucking the elbows in, straight down, rolling through, back into cobra. And downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Then walk your feet forward, or you can just step forward. Forward bend. Half lift, and down, back up, back into chair pose, holding it here, gaze between your hands, tummy in, shoulders relaxed. bend. Keep the head hang down. Half lift. Nice straight back. Hands onto the mat. Stepping back with one foot and stepping back with the other foot. Back into plank. And we can come knees, chest, chin, or straight down. Up into cobra. Tucking those toes in. Back up into downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Bringing that right foot forward. If you have to help it a little bit, that's okay. Bringing the left foot 45 degrees. And coming up. Bringing those hips forward. Checking the toes, checking the inline. And back into warrior one. Really strong, shoulders relaxed. Everything's strong here. Strong legs, feet are grinding in. Just concentrating on your breath. And down. Straightening up that back foot. Right foot back. Back into plank. Knees, chest, chin, all coming straight through. Back up into downward facing dog. 5 breaths. And bringing the left foot forward. Right foot at 45-degree angle and coming back up. Nice right angle bend on that knee. Checking those toes. Bringing your hips to the front of the mat. Back into warrior one with relaxed shoulders. Strong legs, strong arms. You can look straight ahead or you can look up to your hands. And just breathing. Inhale, exhale, fold forward, back into plank, knees, chest, chin, or straight through chaturanga, tucking in the toes, backing up into downward facing dog. And then walking those feet forward to the middle of your hands or stepping forward. Half lift, forward bend, coming up. That's sun salutation A and sun salutation B we've just done there. Okay, we'll come back into Tadasana. Just have a few moments. Breath, worked you hard there. Maybe bring your feet a little bit apart and feel those feet grinding down into the mat. Legs are strong, tummy's in, hands up. And then we're going to bend forward as far as you can. Maybe it's your shins, maybe it's your ankles, or if you can, hook your fingers around your toes and just let that head drop and keep a little bend in your knees if you want to. Just holding onto your shins or your ankles or hooking around your toes, just letting that head drop, letting the top half of your body just be heavy and dropping down. 5 breaths here. Inhale, head up. Now if you've got your hands on your shins or your ankles, just stay there. If you've got your fingers around your toes, then I want you to put your hands under your feet. You can still keep a little bend in your knees if you want to. And just bend forward and let that top half just really hold, hang heavy. Release your hands and slowly, slowly come back up to standing. So, putting your feet a bit wider, arms out, and we're going to wheel over and come down your leg. You can come down as far as you can. Just shin, that's okay. You can come down to your ankle or even hook your toe and looking up. Right arm straight up. Looking up to that right arm. Legs nice and straight. 5 breaths. And back up. Release your arms for a moment. Arms back out. And sliding down the other leg as far as you can go. Trying to keep the back straight, flat, as if you were trying to put that back flat against a wall behind you. It's better to be further up your leg and have a flat back than struggle. 5 breaths. And back up. So putting the left leg out front of you, the right foot pointing straight ahead or a little bit 45 degrees, and coming down onto your knee. And if you're on your knee, this arm's engaged, this hand is firm, pointing up towards the ceiling. Or you can come down onto the floor and bring your hand up behind you and stretching out. Real big stretch. 5 breaths. And slowly back up. Hands down. Bring your feet both pointing forward. Just take a moment. Tummy in. Shoulders relaxed. Just center on that breath. Right foot forward. Knee bent. Leaning down onto that knee. Hand strong, or hand onto the floor, and bringing that hand over your head, holding it here for 5 breaths. And back up, bringing your feet forward. Maybe coming in with your feet a bit. Okay, feet apart, hands on your waist. Inhale, folding forward from the waist. Maybe feet a bit wider. Just holding down, maybe just on your hands or down onto your elbows. Whichever's more comfortable for you. Just let that head hang heavy. Inhale, head up. Exhale, coming back, hands on the waist again. Inhale. Exhale, folding forward. Keeping the hands on the waist. Just letting that head hang heavy. Inhale, head up. Exhale, all the way up. Clasping the hands behind your back. Inhale, exhale, folding forward from the waist. Hands as far up as you can. If it's only a little way, that's fine. Just letting that head hang heavy. Inhale, head up. Exhale. Coming back down. Coming to the front of your mat. Arms up, folding forward, back onto your knees and back into sitting. Into Tadasana. Feet flexed, legs nice and strong, back nice and straight, bottom grinding into the mat, head up towards the ceiling. Just holding that pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, stretching down to your shins, your ankles or your toes. Inhale, head up. Exhale, back to Tadasana. I've actually just realised we're running away, time's running away with us. So we're going to go straight down into lying on your back. Both legs out in front of you. Flexing the left foot. Bring the right knee up. And here, if you've got a scarf or a belt, put it on the ball of your foot. Holding it up like this. And holding your hip down and pulling that foot in, or you can just do it with your hand. And inhale and let your leg fall out towards the side, but trying to keep both sitting bones on the mat. It's better that the leg doesn't go too far, but you're really grinding down with that left sitting bone. And back up. Squeezing the knee in and just releasing that leg. Bringing the other leg in, holding onto the toe, or using the belt or a scarf, whatever you've got, and holding that toe up. Pulling slightly, keeping the right foot flexed, right hand on your right hip. Inhale and exhale as you let that left leg fall down, keeping both buttocks on the floor. And back up. Releasing the belt, bringing that knee in, and bring those feet forward. Both feet on the mat, hands on the mat by the side of you. Middle of your back down onto the mat. Belly button going down towards the mat. Bring your feet a bit further into your bottom. Knees, try and keep them straight. Inhale, exhale. As you lift up and push into those shoulders, trying to keep those knees straight, as if you've got something between your knees you're trying to keep in place. Holding it here, tummy in, everything engaged here. And slowly down. Bring your arms out into a cross. And let your legs, keeping your feet flat on the mat, and let your knees fall out to the right and your gaze to the left. Inhale, knees up to center. Exhale as you get down towards the other side, keeping those shoulder blades on the mat. Feeling a lovely twist. And bring your knees back up. Bring your hands back in. Bring your feet out onto the mat, and we'll go into final Savasana. So bring your heels out to the edge of the mat. Gently closing your eyes. Palms facing upwards, arms away from your body. Just check your head, check your chin, and just relax into the mat, feeling your body relaxing into the mat. Breathing through your nostrils. Start with a few deep, relaxing breaths. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Deep, relaxing, cleansing breaths. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Feel your belly expand on each in-breath. Feel all the air leaving your body on the out-breath. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Next exhale, return to your normal breathing rhythm, breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Just watching the flow of your breath. Try not to change it or alter it in any way. Just noticing the full cycle as it moves in and out of your body. Become aware of the change in temperature at the tip of your nose. Noticing the air slightly cooler on the inhalation than it is on the exhalation. Feel your chest and belly as they gently rise with the in-breath. And on the exhalation, feeling your body soften. as it releases any tension you may be holding on to. Now bring your attention to the space between your eyebrows. Just watch this space as you continue to breathe. What is it that you can see here? Perhaps you can only see darkness. Maybe you can see colours, or patterns, or images. Maybe you can even see some movement. Just observe this space in your mind's eye and allow your imagination to take over. Bringing your awareness back to the rhythmic flow of your breath. Prepare to count the breath. 1, being fully rested. 2, feeling restored and alert. 3, you're feeling vitalized and ready to take on the rest of your day. Gently wiggling your fingers on your toes, maybe moving your head from side to side gently. Pointing your toes, your hands behind your head, and a big stretch. Big in breath. Exhale. Turning onto your right hand side, cushioning your head in your hands. Take a breath. And slowly come back up into a comfortable sitting position. Gently closing your eyes, bringing your hands together. We'll finish with 3 ohms. Namaste, gently opening your eyes. Namaste, thank you. I hope you enjoyed that. Sorry time ran away with me. I don't know why it all took so long. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully we'll be back next week. Miss you all so much.